That's all for now, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Su, do you want the usual?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Su, you own this coffee shop, don't you?
Why do you ask that?
Because everything in this place, including the furniture, is made of solid wood. I've been looking over everything. Nothing in here looks fake. Everything in the shop are real antiques. How much coffee do you have to sell to afford all this? But most importantly, all of the employees here are wearing clothes from brands that are designed by your company. Am I right?
I have to say, you're quite clever.
Mr. Su, the small building you showed me just now is really a good place. I don't know your reasons for buying that place, but you don't use it. Don't tell me it's because of that little puppy. Or maybe it's sort of like a secret base or something? It's really a great location. And I appreciate your kindness, but I think it's best if I refuse your offer.
Don't overthink this. And no, it's not my secret base for anything. It's just that I used to work there when I was younger. It's full of beautiful memories for me, and that's my reason for buying it. Don't think too much of it. You're free to use it, at least it won't be empty. I'd be happy to see you use it.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. But well, I do have one small condition.
Go on, tell me.
It's just that puppy we saw back there. When you move into the building, can you take care of him for me?
Of course I can. But if you care so much about the puppy, why don't you take him home?
My wife is scared of dogs.
Oh. Where's my stuff?
I moved it all here. Your hands are so soft and delicate. You should just let me take care of the hard labor.
What I want to do right now is hit you.
Just not on the face, please.
You're waiting for my answer, right? Well, the answer is I'm not moving in.
And why not?
Why not? You want reasons? First, you took my things and moved them all into your house without asking me first. That was a mistake. Second, even though my mom is starting to warm up to you, she's still watching over you like a hawk. You shouldn't burn bridges before you cross them. And third and most importantly, do you realize that we've never actually gone out on an official date?
We haven't?
No, of course not. Just think about it. You want me to move in with you because we had a few chats while we took a walk in the neighborhood.
What's the big deal? You want a date? Fine then. I'll change and we'll go now, okay? What is it now?
You're just going through the motions. You're not being serious.
I am being serious. Do you want me to plan the date or something?
Of course, you have to plan it, so do it.
Are you game?
Not really. You should plan it by yourself. Besides, I've missed too much work helping Lingxi get that painting. I have to do some catching up. You should get to it or else you'll be too busy when the time comes. After that, we have to wait for another year or so.
I can see that you're looking forward to this date.
Of course I'm looking forward to it. Try not to disappoint me, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and one more thing. Su-shan came and took me to see a building. I think it's a good place. I want to set up my store there.
If you want to do that, then go ahead. You don't have to report to me.
All right. You be good now. I'm leaving.
Hey. I made an appointment for us to meet with Mrs. Chung, okay? Don't forget.
Okay. And don't forget to move my things back to my house.
All right.
I'll see you. did you get here? Why didn't you call me first?
What, are you going out? You're dressed so nicely.
I'm going to meet a teacher.
Really? What teacher?
Sungling's teacher. She used to be a senior fashion designer. I want to get her advice on some of the projects I'm working on.
Oh.
This meeting sounds important. Hurry up then, don't be late.
Okay, you guys stay here. I'll go now.
Have you eaten any breakfast
No,
yet?
I haven't.
I was about to
Wait.
boil some eggs.
Give her that bottle, that thing I bought.
Here, your mother bought this. Here. It's rich in dietary fiber. Here.
Actually, I'm thirsty.
Take it.
Buy something on the road, okay?
I
Buy
will.
some food.
I'm going,
Take
okay?
care.
You didn't sleep well?
I didn't sleep.
Is it because of our date?
Not really. Hey. When you see Mrs. Chung, don't ask her about her daughter.
Okay.
Mrs. Chung, stop staring at Joe Fang. You're going to embarrass her, right?
Do you want me to stare at you? Just look at you. You really need to get some more rest. Zhou Fang. Now that I've seen you today, you look completely different from when you were on that show on TV.
That's for sure. These days, there are so many filters on TV. There's also makeup and post-editing. You end up looking so different from the real you.
What are you saying? You think I'm not pretty enough?
No, what I'm saying is that you're way prettier in real life. You're actually gorgeous. I got tired of looking at her.
What do you mean?
Just ignore him. You know he's spouting nonsense. He says he's tired of looking at you, but what he means is the opposite. What he really wants to say is he wants you with him forever. Isn't that right, Songling?
That's right.
Mrs. Chung, because I was admitted to the hospital, Songling wasn't able to attend to your business. I really feel so bad about that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you silly girl. Of course I don't mind that. To hear that Songling has finally found a girl he cares about, I couldn't be happier for him.
We are the brave, we are the bold. We can
You go ahead and take the call. Zhou Fang can stay here with me.
Oh, well then stay here with Mrs. Chung. I'll just take this call.
When you decided to set up your designer clothing store, Songling immediately came over to me for some advice. It looks like he's very supportive of you.
To be very honest with you, he has helped me a lot. But with regards to the clothing store, I think he's thinking about my feelings and that's why he supports me. But I don't think he believes that I can pull this off. And actually, it's not just him. Knowing what my skills are, my abilities, I have my own doubts as well. We've actually argued about this topic many times. I think he's too much of a realist, while he thinks I'm too idealistic.
Well, if it's about that, I need to put a word in for Songling. Yes, it might be true that he's a realist today, but before he used to be an idealist like you. He tried to do a lot of things that didn't work out in the past. Sometimes he acted very childish. He was somewhat naive. But from what I see of you two today, you are cut from the same cloth. Well, come on. Let's go over there and have a look. Maybe you'll get some inspiration.
Okay.
Come. Some of the items here are replicas, while some of the others are originals I collected from old craftsmen over the years.
Mrs. Chung, isn't this a loom used to weave kusu?
That's amazing. With just one look, you knew what it was. I've had a lot of visitors come here. People from all walks of life. No one's taken notice of it, except for you.
Kusu is a very intricate weaving technique. I believe this kind of ancient craft can't be substituted by using modern machinery.
There are only a few people who think very highly of this craftsmanship. Today, many people use Cassis as material for their products. They choose Cassis silk and other high-grade materials because it can reflect the wearer's status in society and their stylish elegance. But actually, they don't understand its true value and significance of the material. So from a creator's point of view, what's the most important thing? It's for them to have a sense of respect and honor its history. This kind of creativity comes from preservation. I believe that high-end fashion designs shouldn't be tucked away as private products. I think they are vessels that should be used to demonstrate a certain way of thinking and aesthetic value to the public. Do you agree with what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you, Mrs. Chung. Actually, I know you'll laugh at me, but before, in the early stages of my career, I always thought that I was supposed to design the most expensive clothes for my clients. But after hearing what you said just now, I have to rethink my way of thinking in the design profession. I feel really lucky that I chose to become a designer.
That is my daughter April. Has Songling ever mentioned her to you?
Oh, he has. She's very beautiful.
I see the same fiery energy she had in you. When my daughter was around your age, she mentioned to me once that she wanted her own store. If she hadn't gotten sick, all of this would have probably been hers.
Mrs. Chung. So how is it? Did you learn a lot from talking with Mrs. Chung?
I've learned a lot.
All right, well, I still have some things to do. You two can look around some more.
Okay, I can show her around.
You should have brought me to meet Mrs. Chung earlier. I could have learned so many things from her.
We were crazy busy before, remember? It's not too late for you to learn things. Now we can take our time to have a look around everything. What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's go.
What's the matter with you? You've been quiet since that picture. Tell me about it.
I was just thinking about April. It's nothing. We're here now. You should go home. I told my mom I'd be back early.
Let me go upstairs with you.
You feel that confident?
You know what they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Oh, just go home.
Okay.
Is that you, Songling?
Hi, Dad.
Hey.
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, hello. Hey, you better go in.
Yes, I'll see you later, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, Song, let's go.
Huh? You mean me?
Come on, your aunt wants to ask you something.
Ask me something.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Uncle, I have something to do. I need to go home now.
You deal with the fallout.
No, I'm coming. Uncle, I'm coming.
Mom, it's not like I didn't want to tell you, but the doctor said that there were a lot of cases of the flu virus going around, and that it was really contagious. That's why I didn't tell you. Are you still angry?
Auntie isn't angry. She was just worried. She was worried. Right, Auntie? Auntie's a little jealous. Listen, Auntie, let me tell you, Zhou Fang's logic on this was a very simple case. She thought since there was an outbreak, it was dangerous to go to the hospital. The people who she cares about, the ones she worries about, she didn't tell any of them. She was afraid they would visit her, and that's why I'm different. No one worries about me. I was working the whole day. I'm telling you, if I wasn't in such good health, I would have gotten sick from her.
You know something? I don't know about your other strengths, but now I see that one of them is having a silver tongue. Oh, I'm sure you could convince the dead to rise up again.
Come on, Mom. Please don't be jealous.
You think I'm jealous? Why wouldn't I be? How many days have you known this man? He got to look after you while you were sick. Well, what about me? I'm the one who raised you. You didn't say a word to me, so how do you expect me to react?
Let's not talk about it. Isn't she all better now? The most important thing is she's healthy now. Songling, thanks for taking care of her.
Oh, no need to thank me, Uncle. It was the least I could do. Looking after Zhou Fang is the happiest thing I do. The joy that I feel is beyond words. I promised Auntie I was going to prove myself with actions, that I'm the one who you could entrust Zhou Fang to spend her life with forever. I'm going to work very hard every day, and I'm going to give the best this world has to offer to Zhou Fang. But now I realize I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Auntie, later on I found out that the best thing that the world has to offer is Zhou Feng.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe how cheesy you are.
Well, all right. Let's go cook something.
That's right, time to cook. Auntie, I'll cook.
No, hold on, wait. Did I say that you could stay and eat with us?
Oh, Mom. Songling's gotten so much better at cooking. Just give him a chance to show off his skills, okay? Go,
Yeah,
go,
try it.
just
Let
go.
me do it. I'll cook, but I won't eat.
I'll go and help him, okay?
Okay. Mom, come on. Mom, he's been living alone since Lolo left. He's been spending his days home alone. During the time when I was sick in the hospital, he was the one who took care of me all day and all night. And since he did that for me, why don't you just let him stay and eat with us? All right?
Now you're being honest with me? Huh? Just admit it. You're so ungrateful. Hey. Tell me the truth. Did he really treat you well while you were at the hospital?
The hospital wouldn't allow extra beds, so he ended up waiting downstairs. Then he would go home to cook me breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. He made them all by himself. He used to be a really bad cook. I don't know how Lolo managed to eat what he used to cook.
Song,
Yes.
I heard Zhou Feng say that you're trying to get into a new field and starting a new business. You want Zhou Feng to be your project consultant?
That's right. Uncle Zhou Feng is just amazing. She's making such good progress, I've fallen behind her.
You want to know something? There are times when it seems like you're starting off from zero with nothing on hand. But actually, it's a process for growth. To have put aside all of your past achievements to start all over is not easy to do. You and Zhou Feng should complement each other. When you encounter problems, you should discuss it more. Take the time to learn and explore new things, right? You can improve together.
Uncle, we understand that. We're pretty realistic.
And Song,
Yes.
your auntie, I want you to know she's not trying to pick on you, okay? Actually, she was lied to once before, and so she's just being cautious. Don't take it too much to heart. With that said, the things that you said earlier only gives you a bad impression. She'll think you have a smart mouth on you. Doing that won't give you any plus points. You need to do better than that.
I really didn't know that, Uncle. Listen, how about this? Do you think you could give me a helping hand with her and throw in a good word for me every now and then?
Yes, sure. But you also know how things work in my family, right? Zhou Feng obeys my orders. But us too. We have to obey her mother. We have to work
Now
hard
I get
together.
it.
Mr. Su has signed on so many other designers. Why would he choose to help me?
Firstly, I admire your talent. That's a given. Secondly, you look like an old friend of mine. She was also a very talented designer. She was quite gifted.
How is she doing these days?
She passed away.
That is my daughter, April. When my daughter was around your age, she mentioned to me once that she wanted her own store. I see the same fiery energy she had in you. If she hadn't gotten sick, all of this would have probably been hers.
Careful, Uncle. Watch your step.
I'm all right.
Careful, Dad.
I'm all right.
Okay.
It feels like ages ago. I was really thinking that I'd never make it back.
Dad, stop talking nonsense.
Right. Come, let's go inside.
Yes.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
let's go.
Hey, Mom. You should let So Lin cook. He's really good at it. His dishes are excellent.
Oh?
Miss Joe, I'm really very sorry. Mr. Su won't be coming back today.
It's fine. I should have made an appointment first.
If it's something urgent, I can call him up immediately.
No, it's fine. I'll just set up an appointment.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
He always comes over to cook for me. Dad, try the soup he made. Here.
Thanks. It looks good. Hey, Suo. Take a break. Come and eat with us.
I'm coming, Uncle.
You know what? It
Come,
tastes
Suo.
very good.
Have a seat. Suo, thank you for taking care of me.
No need to say thanks. It's my duty.
What do you have in your hands?
I have something to say to Uncle and Auntie.
Go ahead.
Uncle, Auntie, this is the project bonus that I just received. I only used 1/3 of it to buy my shares at the company. On the contract, I put them under Chin Ching's name. This is my salary card. These are the keys to my car and my house keys. I'm giving them to Chin Ching now. I also have my medical reports in here. I'm very healthy. Plus, I have my diploma and my award certificates. It's all here.
What do you think you're doing?
Uncle, Auntie, I know you think I'm young, and my family isn't rich. I know in your eyes, I might not be the best choice for Chin Ching. As her parents, it's very normal for you to be concerned. But rest assured, I'm going to work very hard to earn my keep and let Chin Ching live a good life. I won't let her suffer any hardships. There are so many uncertainties in the future. If I only use words to try to reassure you, I think you'll still have your doubts. And that's why I brought all these things here, to show you my sincerity. Please put your trust in me. I'll always be good to Chin Ching. I love her with all of my heart and take care of her. I promise we'll have a good life. I hope you will believe me.
Have some.
Come on, let's eat. Huh?
Oh my, I'm so hungry. Well, let's eat.
Eat the shrimp.
Joe Feng, I heard that you wanted to see me.
Mr. Su, I was a little impulsive when I rushed over to your office looking for you. It's a matter that's very personal to you, and I shouldn't have asked. I'm really sorry.
The personal matter? You want to know a little more about April?
I saw some photos of April in Mrs. Chung's store. That little building you gave me was where April set up shop, wasn't it?
Will the building's history have an effect on your future there?
No, it won't. It shouldn't. I'm sorry, I just tend to overthink.
It's nothing. Actually, I can tell you more about it. When I started a business with April, I was too eager to reach success. I pressured her to make more designs. I took her everywhere to see fashion exhibitions. When she was seriously ill in the hospital, I was out celebrating the signing of a new contract that night, and I wasn't at her side. Quite ridiculous, right?
I'm sorry.
No need to say sorry. I should be thanking you instead. I feel lucky I got a chance to tell someone else the one thing I'm most ashamed about. Her dream was to turn the studio into an experience store. Please let me help you to make her dream into your success on her behalf, okay?
Okay.
Why did you meet with Suushan alone?
I wanted to talk to him about something. Are you jealous?
Why would I be jealous?
How are your plans for our date tomorrow?
Why are you asking me about our date when we were talking about work?
That should only prove to you that I'm treating our relationship very seriously.
All right. Can you swim?
No, I can't.
Then buy a lifesaver.
Why? Are we going swimming?
I'm just afraid that you might drown in love tomorrow.
That sounds so corny.
I have more. Do you want to hear them?
No, I don't. Can I cancel our date tomorrow?
Sure. Just spend 3 times the amount of time with me.
So you're blackmailing me.
So what if I am? Stop it. I'm driving.
Eat more, Coco.
We are the brave, we are the bold.
Hello, honey.
Since I'm not home, are you missing me?
Of course. Of course I'm missing you. But look, Uncle just got home. You should keep him company.
That was a brave thing you did today, Four Eyes.
It's a good thing Uncle and Auntie are so kind.
Are you serious about letting me keep your credit cards?
Of course I am. It's a token of my sincerity to you. A man's money is supposed to go to the woman he loves.
All right. I'll keep it safe for you then. I'll ask Chendong to come up with a financial plan for you. But I really think that you should keep your salary card. I'm not going to allow my man to go around with no money in his pocket. People will look down on you.
Who's going to look down on me? How about this? Every month, you just give me some pocket money.
It's a deal.
Deal.
We are the brave, we are the bold. We can be anything, anything, anything.
Hey,
What are you doing?
just some homework.
Looks pretty intense. I can't wait.
Okay. I'll try my best.
Go to bed early. Good night.
Good night. Sleep well. A bath in the hot springs.
Beginning now, with this signing, the contract is officially effective.
Thank you to you both. Also, about the last time, I want to apologize again. I really am sorry.
Okay. To be honest, at our last meeting, you did leave me with a very bad impression.
I know.
If it hadn't been for Ling Shi's persistence to push with us, we wouldn't have made it to this point.
Yes. I'm really sorry. Thank you, Ling Shi.
Don't thank me. Feng's steady profits was the key factor in making this transaction a success.
Ling Shi has never made a wrong judgment. None of her projects failed.
Really?
Please don't flatter me, Mr. Shu.
All right, I look forward to working with you again.
Yes, of course. I hope so
Okay.
too. Thank you.
I'll see you.
So you've never made an error in your judgment? You want to grab some coffee?
Okay. You don't need to thank me. The only thing I considered was if we could make a profit from buying your stock shares of Wanfeng Group. It was also the deciding factor for this deal.
Then I have to say that you made a very wise decision. Wanfeng, I believe, will continue to improve under Su Shan's management.
You really do have a big heart.
Why do you say that?
Why are you allowing Zhou Feng to continue to work under Su Shan?
Oh. Because for Zhou Feng, this is the best opportunity for her career. And I hope Zhou Feng will get better and better.
Actually, Lin Yin is a rather inferior and conceited person. Talking with him is not that easy. This time, Zhou Feng helped me solve the issue with the painting. My impression of her has changed.
You've changed your mind about her. What was your first impression of her then?
Thing is, well, you know what they say about her online, don't you?
Oh, well now you've seen it for yourself. Zhou Feng is actually very considerate and warm-hearted, right? She's a very caring person. When she wants to help, she doesn't think of the consequences and gives it her all.
But I think that it must have been Zhou Feng's aesthetic taste that got Lin Yin's attention. So, I'm sure her clothing designs is going to give a boost to Wanfeng Group.
I hope so too.
Well, now that things are going well, what are you planning to do for your career in the future?
Did you know my new company is working on a new technology project?
The online fitting customization? That is a very new concept. Hey, but why did you choose an area of technology that you're not very familiar with?
Do I have to be familiar with it? I'll become familiar with it. What you're trying to say is that you don't think it's a good project.
I need to know what the core competitiveness of the project is before I can give you an assessment.
Okay, fine. You're the expert here.
What? Is it important?
Yes, it is. It's a very important matter.
Why aren't you asking me when I learned to ride a motorbike?
Because I knew you were going to tell me about it anyway. You ride very well. Where did you learn how to do that?
After you gave me your motorcycle. I know your greatest love is to ride your bike, so I thought I'd better learn so I could go with you.
Well, you're wrong about that. My greatest love is you.
I'm your greatest love?
Yes, you're my one and only.
At one time, I saw an old couple riding their motorcycles together. Even if they weren't going fast, they took their time. I thought they looked cool and romantic.
It is pretty cool. Weren't we doing the same thing now? Riding our bikes on the street? Only difference is we're younger, with more energy, right?
And you, when did you learn to ride?
When I was 7 or 8.
You were so young, how come?
Because of my dad. My dad always wanted to be a motorcycle racer, and he wanted to open up a bike shop. My mom told him that he was being unrealistic and said for him to give up on the whole idea. Well, my dad didn't want to give up. So he researched every day until finally he used me as an excuse to secretly buy one. My mom was so mad. And after my dad bought me the motorcycle, he would take me to school with it every day, and then picked up my mom from work. My dad always said that motorcyclists will stay young forever. And he said whenever he had my mom ride with him, those were the happiest times in his life.
That's so romantic.
I'm also feeling romantic. Have some meat.
It's such a big piece.
What was the last thing you said when you praised your significant other to someone else?
You're cute. Beautiful.
You fat liar.
What are they playing?
It's Life's Map Game. It's called Life's Map Game.
Life's map game?
You're supposed to answer, dating questions. Oh, it's from meeting each other to dating, then being married and having kids. You have to answer a question from your partner every year until you get old.
Oh, that kind of game. It sounds pretty childish, right?
It's not childish. Think about it. Wouldn't it be lovely to answer questions about your relationship when you're 80 years old? It's cute.
You want to play this when you're 80 years old? Please don't play it with me. My brain cells would die.
3, 4, 5. If your partner gets sick and can't take care of themselves, will you take care of them?
I will. Of course I will.
So if I get sick and can't take care of myself, will you take care of me?
What's your illness?
That's not important, just answer my question.
You can't take care of yourself? Does that mean you can't move at all? And I need to help you change your clothes, wipe you down, and help you take a bath?
Sort of.
Do you want to marry me?
It was just a question. If you don't want to answer it, then fine, don't change the topic.
Why should I bathe you if we're not married?
Then fine, don't answer it.
Fang, look at me. From now on, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, I'll never leave your side. Quietly, I'll walk down life's road with you until I die. Will you marry me?
In your dreams. Didn't we just start dating?
You hesitated.
I didn't hesitate.
It's fine if you won't say it. If you won't answer me now, I'll just ask you again later. Until you say yes to me. Are you blushing?
No, I'm not.
Oh my. Ow.
Mom? I think your neck arthritis is acting up because you're tired. I never wanted you to go back to teaching at school. You should stay at home and get some rest.
I did stay at home and my neck feels better, but my heart was feeling empty. You know that I never want to stop teaching.
Yes, I know. Mom, you're probably right. After all, you're still young.
Young? What do you mean by that? Wait, Lin. Ever since you've started working, you never come home without me begging you. What's wrong with you today? Did something bad happen to you?
Mom, it really hurts my feelings to hear you saying these words to me. I took half the day off so I could spend the rest of it here with you. A duty-bound son like me, where else can you get one?
If you're so duty-bound, you should find a girlfriend quickly and bring her home for me to meet. What?
Mom, I was about to talk to you about this. Right now, she's up to her neck with her work. As soon as she's done with everything, I'll bring her home to meet you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, quickly, tell your mom. What does she do for a living?
She designs jewelry.
Oh my, it sounds really high-end.
Oh, for sure. She's not only talented, she's also very low-key about it. Her works were on exhibit a few days ago. I wanted to take her out to celebrate it, but she refused to go. She said that working hard is more important than anything else.
Oh my, well that certainly tells me that she's a very modest and considerate girl.
Besides that, I think her best quality is her obedience. Her father had surgery a few days ago. She would work hard during the day and looked after him at night. She couldn't even take the time to sit down and relax a little.
Oh dear, that sounds really hard. You should have gone to her and shared her burden.
Well, I wanted to, but she wouldn't let me.
Why not?
She said I was busy enough as it is. She worries about me.
Oh wow, she sounds like a very understanding girl. Oh.
Oh, Mom. When I work overtime sometimes, she'll make me some snacks. But of course, your cooking is still far better than hers.
Goodness, you should be happy she can cook. These days, there are very few girls who are willing to learn how to cook. Look, their boyfriends demand that they stay by their side all the time. Don't be greedy, okay?
Mom, I haven't even brought her home yet and you're already defending her.
I'm just trying to speak objectively.
But there is one thing, Mom.
What?
You might not be too happy about it.
Why wouldn't I be happy?
Well, she's kind of older than me, but just a little.
How much older? Oh, 4 years. Oh. Well, these days, isn't marrying an older girl popular now? It's not that hard to accept if she's a few years older than you. The important thing is that you two can get along.
I just knew my mom would be open-minded about this. Mom, you have to break all the stereotypes and think outside the box.
What stereotypes? What are you talking about?
I'm just so happy. I'm starting to ramble like a drunk. Here, Mom, let me peel an apple for you. Apples are your favorite.
If you really want to be a good son, hurry up. Hurry up and bring your girlfriend home to meet me.